Alright guys, welcome back to a new episode of the Young Black Suburban. We're here in the studio for the first time in like a month almost, so it feels good to be back. I'm here with a very special guest today, Celebrity Boxing's own Hazel, the Latin lover, Roche.
Thank you so much. How is everything, bro?
Everything's great.
Thank you for inviting me, man.
Yeah, no problem.
It's a pleasure.
Man, no problem. We like your whole demeanor. You know, you've been coming to Witherspoon Boxing, a few times, and we decided that it would be very good to have you on the show and share your story.
It's an honor.
Yeah,
it's an honor, man.
How you been feeling, man?
I've been feeling okay, man. After the big fight with your father, all I've been doing is eating because I was struggling to get in shape. So I've been feeling good.
Good. So, we know you from Celebrity Boxing, but obviously your story has started from, somewhere. Where did you grow up at? Where are you originally from?
Well, I'm originally from a town in Puerto Rico called Vega Baja, named Vega Baja, where it's a really big town in sport. Not only in boxing, but like in music. Like, I don't know if you heard about the guy Bad Bunny.
Yeah.
Bad Bunny, he's from a town.
Okay.
From where I'm from, maybe like 7 minutes from my house. We got legends in the baseball like Puch Rodriguez. You know Puch Rodriguez? I remember Rodriguez. They call him the greatest catcher of other era. So, a lot of sport people from my town.
Right.
And boxer, we have two champs. One of them was Rocky Martinez. I don't know if you...
Lower weight, right?
Yeah, he was like 130.
Right.
He lost... His biggest fight, he lost it to Mikey Garcia.
Okay, yeah.
He lost to Mikey Garcia and he lost to Lomachenko.
Okay.
So, but he make money, he went in the business. He represented, he took the belt. And
right.
So, coming from a pretty good town, pretty much that people...
When you were growing up, was it a town where it flourished? Was it, or did you have poverty? What kind of town did you grow up in?
Vega Baja is known also for the beaches. You gotta go to Puerto Rico, and you gotta visit Vega Baja, bro. Like, I'm seriously, if you're a beach person,
right?
They got, I think it's the 5th one most beautiful beach in the world, not in Puerto Rico, in the world. So I'm from the coast. Like, Vega Baja is like close to the beach, and when I was growing up, it's a rough town where when we moved to Philadelphia, it was because it was a lot of murders. Like just Vega Baja is just like North Philly.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's always fighting over corners, boom, a lot of. So my father decided, listen, we're gonna move to the United States.
Right.
Not knowing that we're going from Vega Baja to another Vega Baja, corner Philly. But anyway, so we moved to Philadelphia when I was 15.
When you were 15, wow.
Yes.
Were you doing sports back home in Puerto Rico, or?
You know what's funny? I used to play basketball, but I was like the bench guy.
Right.
I was the guy. You never seen the Space Jam movie? I was the Porky Pig. They put him on that 2 shot. That's it. That's it. But I like to be in sports, so I was always like a fan favorite, but not a good player.
Right.
But I was a fan favorite, so they used to put me, and if I make a shot, that was it. The whole crowd go crazy.
Yeah.
So I used to do basketball, and then they got this thing called Fiesta Patronale, which is like the carnivals in here.
Okay.
So the carnivals, they do the boxing thing where you go, they put a ring, and you used to get back in the day $25 if you win. You gotta do 2 or 3 fights and you get $25. So that's where I fell in love with the boxing. I was more like a wrestling type, but then I fell with boxing.
And then you caught the bug at an early age.
I don't want to say early, but.
Early enough.
Yeah, early enough.
Yeah. What besides the carnivals and all that? What really attracted you to the sport of boxing?
Just seeing Hector Camacho. I mean, back in the day,
he's from Puerto Rico.
Yeah, he's Puerto Rican. Yeah. Camacho bring a different style of boxing. Back in the day, I grew up seeing your father like Team Witherspoon. Like I think the third boxer that I know it was beside Tyson Ali was Team Witherspoon. So I grew up, watching this fight, watching this heavyweight. I say, I will never get into the ring with this guy.
Right.
I like boxing, but I'm more like from the outside.
Right.
I will knock you out from the outside when I go in the ring. So I started watching boxing. Camacho, Chavez. They have legends in Puerto Rico like John Molina.
Right.
With Fredo Vasquez. So, I started watching boxing. And it's all because of pride, you understand? And I was born Puerto Rican in Puerto Rico, so I didn't know nothing outside of Puerto Rico. To me, everybody was Puerto Rican.
Right.
So, but then when I started seeing it's something that make you fall in love with the sport. I want to be like him.
Right.
I want to be like Camacho with the move, and then, all the flash shit. Even if he lose, he was the pretty boy. He didn't lose.
Right.
So that made me fall in love.
Not everybody can fall in love with it, but not everybody can have the heart and the mind to actually compete and actually
in the professional level
and take it to the next level. What gave you that push to go over the edge and be like, well, I'm going to take it to the next level and actually challenge some people?
So it happens because, again, I always used to be good at outside the ring. Like, I would see you and I would say, bro, why you ain't throwing the uppercut? I was great. Listen, I can't knock anybody out. Tyson. Right. But then one day, I got the opportunity. They say, listen, I was, at my age, I definitely couldn't do no professional when I started, but I saw the opportunity in celebrity boxing. Mm-hmm. The promoter, Damon Feldman, called me and said, listen, we wanna do a fight? I said, I would love to, especially in Atlantic City. Right. Come on, man, I only see Atlantic City from the TV, watching fighters like you and other fighters, you know what I mean? So even that I got a lot of professional boxers fighter. I don't know if you know, they're from Philly, Benny Baez. He fought Whitaker. Whitaker knocked him out in the first round. But, he great guy. Rogelio Martinez, he was an Olympic contender. He didn't want medal, but he went with Evander Holyfield and Floyd Mayweather on the Olympics. So all them guys always inspire me. I said, you want to do it? And I was like, yeah, I want to do it, but I'm a fight guy. I like to eat. You know what I mean? Listen, it's hard for you to see a Puerto Rican guy, well, even a Latino, winning a belt after 147.
You're
147, that's a limit.
Yeah, you're right.
You know what I mean? You might find one like John Reese that he was a one-hit wonder.
The only one.
You know what I mean?
Andy Ruiz.
Andy Ruiz, that was a one-hit wonder, just like John. Yeah. But, John is Puerto Rican and Andy is Mexican. So when John Reese beat Holyfield. No.
Well, John Ruiz,
John Ruiz beat Holyfield. He beat Holyfield. He's the first Latino ever to win a heavyweight belt. So he beat him, and I was like, man, if this man can do it, I want to try it.
Right.
Then I know he always called me, oh man, come on, let's go and train. Mighty Robinson. Ivan Robinson, that's my man. Ivan Robinson was like, come on, man, you can do it. You got the heart. And I was like, I got the heart, but the age, I'm not gonna try to be with a 20-year-old or 24-year-old that is a lion. You know what I mean? I love the sport. So when the opportunity of celebrity boxing came to me, it was like a blessing. Right. And I did it. I never care about when I do my stuff. I don't care about. Not that I say I don't care money. I want to represent somebody out there. I want somebody to think that because of your age, you won't be able to make it. So I'm showing people that you can do it. Right. A lot of people were surprised when the fight with your father landed. It's like, why you land a fight with a two-time world heavyweight champion? I say, because I'm the Latin lover.
That's it. So explain to our viewers, because you brought it up a lot, and we also had Damon Feldman, the promoter of Celebrity Boxing, on the podcast, maybe about a month before your fight with my father. Explain to people what celebrity boxing is and what it means to you.
Okay, first of all, I want to give respect, like we talk about all professional boxers, because you know what I mean? Professional boxers give their all. I'm a celebrity boxer that fought 3 rounds, and I gotta train at least 2. I gotta train at least 2 months to last 1.5. So all respect, and a lot of people think that celebrity boxing this is disrespecting the professional boxer, but that's not our intent. Our intent is to bring show for like I told everybody, for kids. You know what I mean? Some of the professional fights, you see the gadgets, you see the blood. You don't want kids to see that. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I understand celebrity boxing, you won't see that because we cover. Right. You understand? I mean, you get hurt because I was telling everybody think that is a joke. When I came out of your father fight, my face was swollen. Right. I didn't see the punch coming. I saw the fight. So where this punch coming? Right. Well, listen, it was swollen. As thanks God that I had one of the Latin lover girls giving me a massage. I was like, man. But celebrity boxing is a concept that is made for celebrities and even professional boxers like your dad. Right. And we want to put a good show for people. Give Damon Feldman is giving people the 15 minutes, 60 minutes of fame, like he's talking about. I was one of the lucky ones that I started from the 3 years ago and built it up with him, right. And got my chance to be part of celebrity boxing, part of the history. Right. Like, I don't know if you know, I'm the first Latino to win a belt in celebrity boxing. What else? I'm the first undercard to fight a real celebrity. Your dad. No undercard ever filed celebrity. So it's a lot of things that I accomplished on celebrity boxing.
Yeah. I think that I don't know if I was at the fight where you won the championship. I was in Tim Cudges' corner.
Yeah.
And he fought, who did he fight? I can't remember who he fought, but I remember you were there and you had all the girls following you in. And you had, you put on the show. And like you're saying, celebrity boxing is to entertain people, is to entertain the crowd. And I think that is probably what you're known for the most.
Entertaining.
Do you, now following celebrity boxing from the beginning to now, do you see the growth? Do you see where it was on the first show and where you just were at?
Actually, I saw it from last event to this event. I usually, in celebrity boxing, was either the main event or the co-main event. Mm-hmm. And now I went down. So I got to work, and like in Miami, right. They have like 5 or 6 that is going to go over me. So the growth, you can see it. There's a lot of people who now want to join of celebrity boxing, and it's a good thing because I'm part of the history. Right. You understand? A lot of people, when you mention celebrity boxing, they mention the Latin lover. You can say celebrity boxing, everybody know the Latin lover. Right. Because I'm the one that worked the hardest. You understand? Not inside the ring, but outside the ring. You know what I mean? I do a lot of charity work. Like, I don't know if you see my shirt. Austin, this is a kid that suffered some burns. He boxed from Westchester. Okay. And they amputated, I believe, his leg or something. So this is why I want to be known. I want to be known as the guy the hopeless, you know what I mean? Because when you're in a hospital, nobody care about you, you know what I mean? They'd be like, yeah, or you know, like I was talking to your dad, I want to do something for the Blue Horizon. I know how much that means to your dad. So I want to get united. I want to, make strong, you know what I mean, to make a strong call. Now that I still had the voice, because everybody loved the Latin lover. They don't like me because of my skill. They like me because of the girls that I bring.
So, like, you're using this as your voice, as your way to reach the community and help people.
Yes, I have a couple of events. Like, I'm gonna be going on the new Greater Fort Prison. They changed to Phoenix, so I'm gonna be a motivated speech, just telling people. I mean, I don't know if you know, but I was locked up. Okay. And so I was one of them guys back there. So I want to go and tell the people, listen, if I did it, I mean, every channel. I spar Lamar Odom, I spar Cisco, I spar Catfish Cooley. Everybody in the business that come to celebrity boxing, usually I'm the one who sparred. You can do it, man. You can give up because you went to Yale because of your mistake or your past. You know, we all humans and we make mistakes. Mm-hmm. So I put myself as a life proof of that you can make it. Right. You understand? People don't understand. Like when I fought your fight and I lost the fight, people start, you're not undefeated no more. But they don't understand how much I gained just by fighting your fight, just by going 3 rounds with a super heavyweight champion. You know, all I was worrying, I was hoping you look at me, that your dad don't come with that. Listen, I was telling my coach, yo, he have a Troy, the round, I put my glove off. No, but People loved it. Even Muhammad Ali's wife, she was like,
there, right?
she was like, hey, so I root for you.
Right.
I mean, team spar with Muhammad and everything, but I root for you. I like what you're doing. You know what I mean? Right. And you always gotta be humble for people to like you. Yeah. You cannot be because I'm the Latin lover. I mean, you know that's not me. Right. I want to be the same one that way. Hey, team, what's up, bro? How's everything? You understand? I wanted to know me by this. Right. So because when I want to help people, I wanted to know this is the real me. You know, Louis Roche. Yeah, you know what I mean? Everybody know me as Hazel Roche, but Louis Roche is the same guy, man. I like to joke around,
right.
I help people.
Yeah. And you got the name the Latin Lover. Where? How did this moniker? How did this?
I have to wear my shades to say
no problem. Yeah, put them on. How did the Latin Lover come along? How did that stage presence come to be?
Okay, so when I first started, my nickname was the Punisher. Hazel the Punisher Roche. So when this happened, it was the guy who called me back to find Celebrity Boxing and say, hey, listen, you wanna come back and fight? And they say, listen, actually, we're gonna do the fight with you for the belt. Mm. So when the fight was over, usually I used to come with one or two friends, females. So they were looking for me after the fight. I was in my room. The next morning, 11 o'clock, when I come down, he see me, he said, you're the real Latin lover, bro. So you know, since then, everybody start calling me the Latin lover. Everybody, you're the Latin lover because I'm always, okay, so the reason I'm surrounded from females because a lot of people think that the Latin lover is because I'm a womanizer. And it's like that, is that, I mean, I know you know about this. When you got guys' friends, an example, if you got Toyota Corolla 1990, and your friend got a 95 Toyota Corolla, hey, you my man. But if you come and get a 2021 Dodge Challenger Hellcat, now they're gonna start hating. You understand? So in my story, my real life story, you know, I'm a collector. You know, a collector. What I mean is, you know, I like to have my things. You know, I have 3 cars. I got 5 motorcycles. I don't like to say this in TV because I don't want people to think that I'm bragging. Yeah. But it's what I do. You know what I mean? You know how people put their money to drugs, to alcohol. I put it to my cars, to my motorcycle. So when a gentleman go to my house, my supposed friend, they used to go on and they go to look and they hate. Oh yeah, he think he's the shit because he got motorcycles, he got a car. Now in the other stand, you bring females to your house and they be like, yo, he's the man. He's a stable man. Yeah. You know what I mean? They're like, this guy enough for motorcycle? He's a stable man. Right. You understand? So that's why they come with the Latin lover because I got more. 90% of my friends are females. And it works. Before, when I had more guys' friends, it was always a problem. Right. It was always a problem because they don't want to see you do better than them.
It happens, you know, but also you fighting now, so they can't hate too much.
Listen, listen, I have people that was with me since day one that they hating on me so bad. Yeah. Team, they start talking crap about me in the media because now they're saying that I'm a fake boxer. I say, listen, I wish you can get with Team Witherspoon, just one round of the one, and just go and just feel that adrenaline. Right. But the adrenaline, when you hear people screaming and just trying to hit a punch, just get in there and tell me this is fake. Just take one of the punches. Yeah. One of the punches, and then you told me if it's fake. When I came out that I took the thing, the first thing I showed you was all this was. I said, listen, people think this. It doesn't matter if you got a mask. You still got to swing and get punches. It's a show. Right. So a lot of people, you know, people that don't like you because they see you doing too good, not good. You can do good, but when you step in the ring with a person like your dad, a legend, you know, my respect for him, you know, people gonna hate because they can do it.
But you know, the thing is whatever it was on pay-per-view. You know, they saw you fighting, and you know they saw different people commentating Ice-T. They wasn't commentating for them.
Yeah, exactly.
So, you know, you can't let that bother you too much. You're doing big things. You know, it takes a lot though for the Latin lover to actually get to the fight. You know, what goes into the process? You know, they say, okay, you're about to fight Tim Witherspoon Sr. What do you do day one? What is your preparation?
My preparation was all day praying. Praying that all day praying that Mr. Tim Witherspoon Mr. Tim Witherspoon remember. It's a show. I don't want you to go. No, it was a joke. So no, first of all, I was praying. I was thanking God. I mean, like you not being a professional boxer, you seeing your idol, and then telling you, listen, you're gonna fight him. You're gonna be in the ring doing a show with him.
Yeah.
You're gonna be doing this. So I was like, is this real? You know what I mean? Is this happening? Mm-hmm. Or this is another bluff just to get me hyped for the fights. And when it happens that we start the negotiation, I was like, man, God is good. Man, God is good. Like I've seen people that have been in the sport for 20 years fighting professional, and they can even say that they can get this close to fighting Witherspoon. Yeah. Listen, you got a ranking to fight a man like him. Yeah. And it's not an easy ranking. Yeah. So it was a blessing. I was praying God. I was thanking everybody. I was thanks your dad every time I see him for allowing me, because your dad allowed me to be over there. You know what I mean? Right. It was a big thing for Puerto Rico, because no Puerto Rican ever fight a guy like Team Witherspoon. Yeah. You understand? Even now that the sport in Puerto Rico is doing really bad, the boxing. We barely got chance. Yeah. So it's something that brings joy. You know what I mean? Going with my uniform, going with team, everything. It was lovely.
Yeah. And the event was a great event. It was in Atlantic City, at the Showboat, right?
At the Showboat.
What confused me about that, because it was in a different area than they usually have it.
Yes. It was in the Bourbon.
Right. Which was wonderful. We had people upstairs. You had, like I said, pay-per-view. He was in the back in the dressing room getting warmed up. Yeah. How was your nerves? Did you have nerves? Because how many fights do you have?
That was my 7th.
Your 7th fight, and you're going in there against a 2-time world champion on pay-per-view. You got Lamar Odom. You got Aaron Carter. You got Muhammad Ali's wife. You got these reality TV shows. I was there. I was meeting everybody. You got Ice-T commentating.
Paulie Malignaggi.
Paulie Malignaggi. Chuck Liddell. You're in the dressing room, hearing the crowd. How was that moment before you walked out?
So I was in backstage. I was with one of my cousins and James Salby. Big shout out to James Salby. That's my man, light heavyweight champion. You know him. The one that is always with me. James, I tell him, James, we did the training together, so I want you to be my cornerman. Mm-hmm. And when I was backstage, that all the preliminary ends, and they call Whiteneck and Drew Burnett. Yeah, me and Drew Burnett was sitting down and we're watching on the TV. Oh shit, look. Yeah. Like us in the backstage. Like we only can see this when you ran a pay-per-view. So I'm backstage looking, Hazel, Roche against Team Witherspoon. All the goosebumps came up to me. And especially when I hear the people, when they put on the TV clapping, because I had a lot of people over there clapping when they say my name. So, he got me nervous. It reminded me a little bit of the Creed where he was like, take my glove, I need to use the bathroom. Yeah. Exactly. But it was nervous. I was like, man, I have to perform. I have to do the best I can. You know what I mean? And like your father say, he was a mentor to me. Even though we was fighting, he was like, just swing. Don't worry about the crowd. Just do what you do. Right. And that helps me a lot. That gave me a lot of confidence.
Right. And before that though, did you spend some time? You spent some time with Lamar Odom, right?
Yes.
You were going down south.
In Atlanta. Yeah, we sparred. You sparred with
Lamar. How was that?
It's something that I can say, but it was good. It's something that I can say it, but something happened backstage with me and Lamar. It was good. Hopefully, just like okay, I'm gonna tell you. You know how stuff happen in the gym that will never come out. They can't come out. Yeah. Something like that happened. All right. But hopefully one day it could be settled. You understand?
Right. Okay.
It could be settled. It could be settled because it was something that, if it would be on the news, it would be a lot of press. It was something. So I spent like a lot of time with what's his name, Peter Guns. Right. Really nice guy, personality. Peter Guns is like me talking to you. Hey Hazel, how is everything? Even through the whole. When we was in the backstage, not in Atlanta, me and Peter would kick it in. Even Cisco Rosado, we did a couple of things. Lamar, man, me and Lamar was sitting. I got a video when Lamar came and said we was in the club, in the press conference over there. Lamar came and sit next to me and said, "Yo, well, so it was an experience that, me being from North Philly, not having the training that you had, a professional boxer have." Man, I feel like a rock star.
Right.
I felt like, I had everything. I had Lamar sitting next to me, kicking it with me.
Right.
So just having the press conference with your dad and seeing your dad doing all this thing, that's when I get shook. Oh, come on, man. I don't listen. You got to take it.
So, but it sounds like, he might be somebody you might be trying to challenge next. Is that?
Let me say this.
Is that what you were implying?
We just waited on Damon filming to uncover
to get the contract out there.
Yeah, you know what? I don't know if
because you're still the champ.
Yeah, I'm still the heavyweight champ. So a lot of people don't understand. I challenged your dad for the super heavyweight belt.
Right.
So that's why I'm still the heavyweight champ.
He's the super heavyweight champ.
He's the super heavyweight champ, and that's why I'm so proud. I went up 20, 30 pounds and with the exhibition, and I think I did pretty good. I was that tired. Right. That's why I say I give respect to the boxers. I was that tired with 1.5 minutes. Right. And boxers go 3 minutes, 12 rounds. So, and then when I saw your dad doing that move, I said, "Oh shit, this is over. It's over. I'm not even swinging. I go to
right,
your dad started doing the move, and I love that because people was like, oh man, listen, he's 6'3", but he still move like a younger man. He just beat a 43-year-old man. You know what I mean? 20 years. So it was a beautiful thing. You know what I mean? Right. I was so proud when the fight was over. I hugged your dad. Listen, I even went back in tears, like, yo, I did it. I can retire today. I can say I'm not throwing no more punches. And people going to remember me because I was the Latin lover that fought.
The Latin lover. How does the Latin lover feel about, like, these new guys that are coming out, going to different organizations, doing celebrity box? I'm talking about, like, the Logan Pauls and the Jake Pauls of the world. What's your opinion on those guys? Okay,
you know what, team, I'm gonna be real with you. A lot of boxers mad at them, but you can be mad at him.
I'm not.
You gotta be mad, and don't be mad at the player. Be mad at the game, because if you can do a fight and get double what you do for a professional in an exhibition, why would you do it?
I agree with you. The problem that boxers have is that they work so hard. And they don't. But there's two sides of it. There's the promotion side, which you do very well, and then there's the actual fighting side, the competing side. You can't get mad at somebody because they got people that'll buy 1 million pay-per-views and you don't.
I agree, and that's what I tell a lot of people.
Yeah,
a lot of people. I'm not a great boxer. I know how to throw punches. Mm-hmm. I can go in the ring with your dad and throw punches, but people love it. Right. People loved it. People love to see that you go over there and you hustle. Right. You go and put a show. Even if I get my ass kicked, I'm sorry, my language. I still went over there and put a show that people enjoyed. I don't know if you see how people were screaming. I'm listening to the recording how people were screaming.
I was in the corner. I was there.
How people were screaming. I was surprised. Like even when I came out, that I came out. You sad because when you're undefeated and you lost your first fight, you always be sad. Yeah. Not because even if it's a show or anything, because that's a pride being 6-0, 7-0. But at the end, I was like, I'm proud that it was a split decision. People don't understand. They gave me a split decision. A judge saw me winning. The other judge saw. Listen, when I went into that ring, in my mind there was no chances of me beating Tim Witherspoon. I don't care what I could do. I don't care if I can try to swing a haymaker. You fighting with a lion.
Right.
You're fighting with a guy that he can. I'm pretty sure he can beat any of these youngsters in professional boxing.
Right.
So I think we did a pretty good show, and people enjoy it. A lot of people is like proud of me. Yeah. That's why I'm in Miami. I'm gonna fight in Miami.
Right.
You understand?
When is that fight?
That's October 2nd.
Cool. Now you don't have an opponent yet.
I do, but I don't. It's on the limbo.
Right.
But it's another big guy too. He's like 6'5".
Right. Now you have you fought my dad. You called out Lamar Odom. There's 1 billion people in this world. If you could have your dream celebrity boxing match besides those two, who would be the person that you would want to go against the most?
Something, that's a good question because I was in in a radio show with, I don't know if you know who's I'm sorry, what's his name? He worked in the movie. Oh my God, he got a show called Hollywood Live.
Okay.
He's a big movie star.
Okay.
He's from Canada, and we were talking, and I told him that my dream fight is anybody, listen, anybody who got a name, recognition, and want to do the fight non-profit for organization.
Yeah.
Somebody who wanna say, look, even if it's Dwayne Johnson, even if it's wrestler John Cena, and just when it's wrestler, it can be Tom Cruise. But let's do this for a cause.
Right.
We don't get no money.
Right.
Let's do this for a cause. That's my dream fight.
Yeah.
You know why? I want people to know when I went in that ring, I don't did it for me. I did it for somebody that needed.
Right.
So that's my dream fight.
So for a cause.
For a cause, yeah. For some help, cancer. Right. And right now I'm doing a lot of things for cancer. We're doing some event for Tina. Her name is Tina. She's suffering from cancer, and the guy Austin that I got the shirt, and I want to do it for that. I mean, I think people will enjoy more. I will enjoy more seeing a person when I get out the ring, knowing that, listen, you did this to help somebody needed. That's saying I did it for the cloud, for nothing. I don't care about the cloud. God gave me everything. I mean, I got everything I can need. I'm not a millionaire. I'm not nowhere close, but I'm a millionaire inside. I'm happy.
Right.
Look, right now, you invite me to your show. How many people can say, yo, T. Witherspoon Jr. call you, Hazel, come to your show? I'm so happy, man. Like,
just you and Damon, that's all. Just you and Damon.
And I'm happy because you thought of me. So you thought of me because you said it. So that made me a rich man right there.
I appreciate
that. That made me happy. You called Team Witherspoon Jr. You know me about maybe a couple of years, but we start, and you said, listen, let's bring Hazel.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, I can't be no more happy.
Yeah.
Somebody could have told me, I'll give you $500, go to a show. I know. You call me. Listen, I'm happy it's working, and I appreciate it from the heart. You're dad.
I'll give you one of those real quick. And so the boxing is the easy part for you. Like you said that you had some hard things in your life. Wait, before I get to that, because we want to get a little bit more serious too. But I had a dream fight and it's not for you per se. It's for Puerto Rico. I think that you should challenge Hector Camacho Jr. And I think that would be a good match for Puerto Rico to see. Get it on pay-per-view and get it, because he's a fighter too.
Yeah, I have Camacho Jr.'s number.
Oh yeah, let's call him.
I got his number. There was a time where Damon was talking about that fight.
Oh yeah?
Camacho Jr., they were talking. And Camacho Jr. is doing another Celebrity Boxing, so I don't know how would that work. And I think that would be great. Camacho Jr., his father was my idol.
Right.
You understand? So it will be more than like you say, in Puerto Rico, it's going to be Puerto Rico. All Puerto Ricans seeing a show. It's not even about, you know what I mean? Like, I think that would be a great idea. And we talk about it.
It's like you got Bob Arum, the promoter, and then you got like Oscar De La Hoya. They don't want to work together.
Exactly.
To see if Damon could get that deal done with his people.
And Damon tried it one time. And again, when I went to Atlanta, our Camacho's junior manager saw me in Atlanta, and he gave me Camacho Jr.'s personal phone number. Actually, he said he was going to be in my fight. Camacho Jr., I will go on support. But then it was a week before he was fighting Chavez so he couldn't make it.
Right.
But yeah, that would be a dream fight. I agree with you. I agree with you.
Call him out. You already.
You heard Camacho Jr. Let's make it happen. Let's do this for Puerto Rico. You represent Puerto Rico. I represent Puerto Rico. I'm on top of Celebrity Boxing undercard. Let me make sure. I'm one of the biggest undercard guys. So let's do this.
You might have a new trainer or two.
Listen. We're gonna have, who's gonna train me. So you better be careful.
That's it. So I was gonna start talking about some more serious things in your life. You said that you've been incarcerated before. what were some of the issues you had at that time in your life that made you go down that path?
Okay, so when I always been I was a good kid. I was going to college, Temple University. I always was 30. I bought my first house. When I bought my first house, what I did, I rented in rooms. I rented in rooms. So I'm gonna give a little bit of the story.
Yeah.
I rented a room to this guy. He was Dominican. He was doing, drugs, dealing with drugs and stuff like that. So it was a time where when I know, I said, listen, you gotta go. I'm only 19. 20. I was 19 or 20. You gotta go. So he told me, listen, I can go because I don't got nowhere to go, but I'm gonna go and do something and I'm gonna get the money and I'm gonna get out of here. I said, okay. So that day, what happened was I was with my mother in the auction, in the building auction, and he called me, listen, him and a lady, listen, they in your house, they have of cocaine. I don't know if I can say it on the.
I mean, it's over now.
Okay,
so
but I don't know if I can say it in your show, but
yeah,
it was a brick of cocaine. Well, right. A brick of cocaine. So he was like, yo, we gotta get out of here because we see police going around. So I told my mom don't know that I was doing. You know what I mean? Mom, I gotta go somewhere. I'll be back. She stood in the auction with my dad. I went and pick up the guy. Pedro, his name was Pedro, and he said, listen, we gotta go over here because he was a black guy and he don't speak English, so I need you to translate it for me. So I said, okay, bro, but listen, you out. As soon as you get that money, you're out of my house.
Yeah.
Because my girl was pregnant at the time, my baby's mother, or my oldest daughter, and when I went to the place, it was in Cheltenham, Cheltenham,
Yeah.
This is Philadelphia and this is Cheltenham. If I would have stayed in this side, it would have been the Philadelphia part. Once you cross, you're in Cheltenham,
right.
Montgomery County.
Right, exactly.
So the guy came and asked me, hey, what's going on? I didn't know it was on the cover. Big black guy with a beard from Norristown, supposedly. So when he talking to me, he's like, listen, how much they want for this? I said, I asked him how much they want for this. I said, I don't know. You got to ask him. But he went, but he didn't speak English. You got to tell me. So, I asked him and we going back and forth. I don't know what he said. Listen, tell him to stay over here in my car. Stay in your car. I'm going to go and grab the money, the bag over there because it was, I think, like $35,000 or something like that. So I'm telling Pedro, when I go to my car, I see, something told me, look around. When I look around, we was in the parking lot of Save-A-Lot. I saw the snipers with the rifles on top of Save-A-Lot.
Wow.
So when I look like this, then I see a Suburban and the guy pointing. So I'm like, oh, shit. The police. I go on the floor and I'm like, my life changed. I didn't know what was being in jail. They took me to jail, Montgomery County. They trying to put me like I was a kingpin because, the perception everybody got from any black or Puerto Rican of North Philly is a drug dealer.
Yeah.
It's a perception that, it's hard, it's bad, but, sometimes that's the impression we do, our people. So, because I wasn't white, I wasn't, no offense to the men in the back, but because I wasn't white, I didn't have no dressing clothes and everything. They assumed that I was a drug dealer.
Right.
They didn't assume that I was over there. So they started calling me the kingpin, all this stuff. So, I went to jail for 7 years because I pled guilty. They want me to start talking. Listen, I don't know nobody. How you want me to say something that I don't know? You understand? If I was in the game, I can understand. I don't know nobody. Yeah. I kept my mouth shut. They say, listen, if you don't say nothing, it's first offense. We're going to hit you with a max. And they hit me with a max.
Wow.
They gave me 714 for possession with intent to deliver conspiracy. No time they say I had the drugs. I was just in there when that was occurring. That's the only charge they could have given me. And I had armed carry thing, and they gave me time for the armed carry because they say it was used on a
drug transaction.
Yeah, the drug transaction.
Right.
So that kills me. But again, it didn't kill me because it's something positive that I can say now.
Right.
A lot of people think, listen, this man spent. I don't talk a lot about this because I don't want people to think of that my past is
still here. But what you talking about your story is going to help out somebody else that is in that situation. And you did how many? You did 7 years?
7 years straight on my first offense. Never as a minor. Never. I didn't even know what was a cop. I didn't even know what was a handcuff.
Right.
I didn't even know what was that.
And how was that time being incarcerated for 7 years?
The thing that hurt the most is always thinking about your parents. I had a little baby, and my daughter was 3 months. So it was hard thinking about the parents. When you go to jail and you had a wife, it was hard thinking all this. But you know what? And when I say this to people, people don't believe me. If one day I can bring my suitcase, I can show you everything I did when I was locked up.
Yeah.
I had over 15 certificates of CAD, computer drafter. I'm a pre-GD teacher. I got a certificate for. Graduated from psychology from Penn State because I was in the prison next to Penn State on Rockville. So Penn State used to give. So I had so many. So when I went out there, I didn't went to go gamble, sit down. I went to study and better myself.
Right.
That's what I think. It helps me to be where I'm at now.
Nice. And when you got out, what was the first thing that you did career-wise? Did you, to get back on your feet?
You know what? When I got out, it was the hardest. Mm-hmm. I couldn't get a job. Mm-hmm. Nobody want to give a job to an offender.
Right.
Even that my case was the lowest case you can find for a person to go to jail because of drugs. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? It wasn't no killing. It wasn't no raping. It was no, you understand?
Yeah.
But people still used to, not no more, but they used to look at you, again, being Puerto Rican, and having an offense that was 2 strikes against you out of 3.
Yeah.
So trying to get to incorporate back in society, it was hard.
Right.
It was hard.
But you did it, and you're here.
You know why I did it? A lot of people don't understand. All my success is thanks to God. Mm-hmm. Without God, none of this could have been happened. Again, I'm not a talented boxer. And I will say this for people to know. I'm not a talented boxer, but I can do the job. God gave me the strength to do the job. God gave me the strength for people to want to come and see me. Yeah, they love the Latin lover. Listen, they love the Latin lover.
And your children, they went through a hard time at that point. I don't know about children, but your daughter,
My oldest daughter, my mom used to take it. She was one. I came out when she was 6. Mm-hmm. And, she, thanks God, and again, God has blessed me. She's 20 right now. She lived with me. She's my baby. I call her my big baby.
Yeah. So what I was trying to, the point I was trying to get to is they must be proud of you now.
My daughter loves me. She's always proud of me. She know what I went through. She know when, and she's in Temple on her 3rd year.
Nice.
She got 1 more year and she's gonna graduate. She's like, she always follow my step. She's like me. She's a homebody. She don't go out nowhere. Mm-hmm. She just be doing the homework, playing the games.
Oh, yeah.
What you call it, them games, Call of Duty.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. Because She said, she got my same mentality. Listen, I got to focus first and then it's next.
Right.
And then I had 2 little ones. I got 2 6 years old.
Oh, yeah.
That hopefully they follow my step. They love the Latin lovers. So they be like, when they see on TV, Papa, that's you. I said, no, that's not me. That's not me. I tell her that's
the Latin lover better stop loving you guys.
Listen, she know all the songs. They know all the songs. You can listen to them singing the song. I say, it's cursing. Don't sing it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they look at me as a role model.
Nice. And it must feel good to have that. Now you went through something else that was really hard in your life, and it was recent. You actually got really severely affected with COVID. That must have been a hard experience for you. You want to talk a little bit about you and your struggle with COVID?
Yeah, that was in March of last year when the COVID started. And again, the hardest part is if you got kids and you got your mom, and your mom always been supportive to you, it hurts you more than anything. When I caught the COVID, it was me, my daughter, and my mom. It hurts me that my mom had the COVID when she was 60-something. That was right after I finished doing my fight with Ian Grant in Atlantic City, won the belt. Everybody was like, so I was still in good shape. And I went to the hospital, and that was like the worst nightmare. Like having the COVID, not having the COVID. Now, nobody know what was the COVID. They know what was the COVID, but they didn't know what to do. So they were putting all kind of medication. And they asked me, listen, you're doing really bad because you had pneumonia with the COVID. That's little. Pneumonia and COVID is little. So that's what I always thank God. God gave me another chance.
Right.
The doctor came up to me and said, listen, you got 20% chance of surviving this virus. And, I cried. I was like, man, God, why this happened to me? But you know what? If you're going to take somebody, take me. My daughter needs somebody.
Right.
Just give help to my mom. And, crying with the mask and people praying. I I have a video that I have 15Ks watching viewers. That's how all the news came up to me and everything. And I was telling people, please protect yourself. This is no joke. There's no cure. Now, if you get the COVID, they have everything. You know what I mean? Yeah. But back in March, there was nothing.
How bad did you get?
20% chance of survival.
Yeah, I know that. But I mean, you were hospitalized. How long?
15 days.
15 days.
15 days. And 10 days on intensive care.
Right.
I was on intensive care, which the only thing I could do it was like look and cry. And I remember I used to tolerate the like when you see stuff and
you were kind of delirious.
Delirious. And I remember they had the show Deadliest Catch.
Yeah.
And I was trying to catch one of them crabs.
Really?
I was like, what a crab! And that's how everybody the show. And then out of nowhere, God works miracle. And it was like, God told me, look, you're going to get up here and then you're going to do this celebrity boxing and you're going to help people. Mm-hmm. I mean, and this is my plan, is help people who nobody listen to it, like Austin, like the Feliz, like anybody who need my help and I can help. They planning now to do me as a speaker motivator, to go to places. Listen, my dream is to make money so I can go to an orphan and give kids. You know how when you was a baby, when you was little, how happy you was of having a toy? Yeah. That's what I want to be. I want to see kids happy, man. Right. I want to see the homeless that is on the street. And this is one thing I always say. People get mad. We go to a restaurant. We go to Applebee's, a medium restaurant. You spend $60 in the meal, $70 minimum. But then people get mad when a homeless asking for $1.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't understand humanity. That homeless need it. Yeah. I won't come and ask if I won't need it. It doesn't matter if it's for drugs. It doesn't matter. Listen, just give it to him. Yeah. He's not going to kill you. God, look what you do good. So this is what I tell a lot of people. Listen, if I can go and spend $60, $75, why can't I give $1 to a homeless? People treat him bad, get the heck out of here. No, bro, don't do that. He's a human. That could be your son. That could be your daughter, brother.
The whole reason why I stopped working for somebody and really pushed and opened up my own gym is because they actually put it on the internet and they said, don't feed homeless people. Don't give them water, and they'll go on social media. Now this is a business owner, and said they'll go away if you stop feeding them, giving them water. And the messed up part about that is a lot of those people are veterans. They fought for our country. Mm-hmm. A lot of those people have no family. Mental issues, and the government forgot about them. So when that happened to me, and I heard that gave me the fire to stop letting that guy make money off of me, and for me to do my own thing. So I kind of relate to that whole statement about trying to help people, and because this is a cruel world.
You know why? And it's so sad because you see them people, like, you go to your house, you got a meal. If you want to go now and say, listen, I want a lobster, lobster, you can go and get it. Then people don't have the choice to eat whatever they give them. And they don't understand. It's not because they don't want to. Having drug problem, any issues, just like mental, it's a problem. They don't allow you to move forward.
Right.
All you think is how you can get cured. So when a person, asks me for something, when I do charity, I don't post it because I don't want people to say, oh yeah, he's doing it too. You know what I mean? And sometimes I do it because I want more people to get together.
Exactly.
Listen, if I did it, I'm not afraid. Listen, I mean, like I said, I've been in TMC, I've been in all this channel. I've been hanging with stars like Lamar Odom, like hanging, like in the same place eating, everybody. And, I'm over here trying to help somebody who need it.
Yeah.
I don't need it. I don't need it. God gave me enough for me to feed me and my kids every day.
Exactly.
Let's get to it. Why wouldn't go and say, listen, give that man the $1. It doesn't matter if he's going to do drugs.
Yeah,
he need it.
Right.
It's just like we need food. They need it. Yeah. That's what they're asking. And sometimes why they don't work? Why you don't help it to get into a hospital?
There's a lot of stuff and a lot of work to be done. And it's a good thing that somebody with a voice somebody who has a lot of followers, a lot of people, that will listen, will do that, with their gift, with their platform, and that's what we do here on the Young Black Suburban. So we are getting close to the end of our podcast. It's crazy because when you're talking, it goes fast.
It goes fast. I could even see the comments of my people, but I want to say, the phone is far. The phone is far, but everybody that's looking, they know me. All my followers, or most of them, 99% of my followers are in the same page I am. And it sounds crazy, but money never mean the most interest. And sometimes I fight with some of my people that they saying, "Oh, you don't get." Listen, money don't make people happy. I'm happy just to be here right now. Yeah. Listen, if I want now, I can go and get me again, like I say, anything I want to eat. I got $25 on my. I can. You know what I mean? Yeah. This is what make me happy. That knowing that people know that what I'm trying to do is good. Never. It's not about money. Money is the root of evil. Right. We need it, but it's the root of evil. I want people to get, if they're listening, get with Hazel. Let's do something. I wish some of these people that got more money than me can say, listen, I want to donate $500. Let's go and get some book bags for the kids. Right. Give it to the needy kids. I know a lot of mothers, single mothers that need this. Let's go on. But you know what? A lot of people that got money don't care about that. Yeah. Well, they don't care about that.
We're going to be doing a lot of work together when, I got my nonprofit about to start up, the Witherspoon Community Initiative. And that's what we're going to be doing. I have to do a public speaking next month and give away some book bags myself.
Please, if you invite me, I would love to be there.
What we're going to do is, underneath my organization, we'll throw something and we'll have you involved with it.
Definitely, thank you.
I was going to ask you what you wanted to leave the viewers with. I know you touched on a lot of things, but I'm going to give you another chance to just close us out and really speak from your heart and really let the people know, who Hazel is and what he's about.
Before we go to that, on September 26th, if you're not doing nothing, we're gonna have a carousel for the Puerto Rican Prayer in Philadelphia. Okay. So, if you're not doing nothing and you want to join us, it will be more than grateful to have you over there with us.
Definitely.
It will be, I believe I keep in contact with you. I got to talk to management, but it will be on September 26th.
Okay. Yeah, we'll keep in contact.
And we're gonna have
red, white, and blue.
Yeah. Puerto Rico. Listen, maybe Camacho hear this and say, Hazel, let's make that fight happen. Listen, Team Witherspoon Jr. want to see the fight.
I want to see it. I'm sure all Puerto Rico want to see it.
It will be good if they get it. I think it will be. And now that I hear from you, I think it will be great. And again, and I want to thank you. And again, my name is Hazel Roche, the Latin lover. I'm Celebrity Boxing Heavyweight Champ. I'm just a human being. I'm a father. I'm a son. I'm a friend. And anybody who is listening out here that are really willing to help, I will put my time to do some charity and help people need it. Any sponsor out there that is willing to say, listen, this guy is being for real, that want to donate stuff to give it to the kids, or I'm willing to put the work and my team. Right. Is really to help. And this is the real Hazel Roche Latin lover. This is the guy that I want everybody to remember. I want to remember Hazel Roche, not because he want to be famous, not because he's a womanizer. Who don't like woman? Come on. But I want everybody to know. And again, like I told my team, everybody that I want in my team, I want it on the same page, because things is getting bigger for Hazel Roche, and it's because I'm not worrying about money. Right. And people are seeing the goods in it. And I want to thank everybody, man. I want to thank you. Again, you're there. As soon as I came over here, I started bothering. I want my rematch. That's the, I see it, whether you believe it or not, I see it like a father figure. He gave me advice, like, you know what I mean? Yo, Hayes, you can do this, you can do that. So I see him like more than a friend, like a father figure. And I'm real grateful that he made me part of his story. So history and his story. Yeah. Because being in the ring with Team Witherspoon, it was just, that's it. If I die tomorrow, I die a legend. Listen to this. If I die tomorrow, I die a legend.
That's it, man. All right, guys. So that's our guest for today, Hazel Roche, the Latin lover. This is the Young Black Suburban. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you guys on the next one.
Thank you so much. Thank you.